Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today with my camera off center. We're getting after it because we're actually in the center of the week. It is Wednesday. Hi, everybody. Let's get after it. Guys, we have so much to discuss today. Ceasefire, yay. But oil is crashing, which is good for us. So we'll go and check out the oil check. We also have Americans losing $11 billion in crypto, supposedly. Also, we have World's Liberty news and coins to watch. It's not like that hectic today. We like when it's not hectic. We need a day to chill. This might be our chill day. And post-podcast, we will be live in Discord. So once this concludes, you're going to see me over in Discord. We're going to do a members-only after show.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
God bless Randy. Red heart emoji. Praying gesture emoji.
Aww. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Guys, we are getting after it. Thank you so much for being here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, a subscriber goal of 25,270. Again, YouTube has been keeping us in this range. We don't like it. So let's break out of there, guys. Cool, everybody. Subscribe. We have so much going on today. I want to say good morning to you as you say good morning to me, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then go up to the moon with Uphold. I love Uphold. They are my favorite. They're my favorite people. Okay, let's get after it, guys. Good morning. We got Silver Days. We got Rob C. Paco is here. Eddie Kane, Mama Shadow. We got Peace. Jesse, as always, thank you to Black Hat. We have Ray K, good morning. One House is here. Who else we got? We got John White, Mike Mazzone, and Yukio are on X. We got, let's see, Mario Lozano. Welcome to the podcast. Nice to see you. Digibite Party Team. Yeah. Nice to see you. I see you all on X. Who else is here? Boomdock Saint, nice to see you. He said $175 to fill my truck yesterday with diesel at $6.15 to $6.69. What? Your gas was $6.69? That is crazy. That is craziness. GNX over there on TikTok. I see you. Olas. All right, guys, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Again, we are popping off today. We have a lot to chat about. So if you have not yet, please smash the like and share this out. We're going to continue our shenanigans. $8 a gallon in San Fran? No way, dude. No way. $8 a gallon is like absolutely freaking criminal. But hopefully it will start going down. We'll get into oil in just a few minutes, and I'll get a gas check from you guys. But let's get into our market recap. Boom. A lot of green today. Zcash flying. Who is holding Zcash right now? Sorry, hold on. I'll go back to my Bitcoin chart. I was stalking oil. But what we're seeing right now is Bitcoin starting to tick up. Maybe our drawing, maybe our manifestations are coming through right now. It seems pretty accurate here. But we are pushing on that 72K. We're at $71,590 right now. We're down about 0.5%. Again, what we need to keep pushing is 72.2. Over here, most bullishly, I would say is 76K, 75.8 is our most bullish scenario right now. It is so important that we hold support there because I believe we could test the 200-day SMA and end up building our way back to 93 after that. However, if we reject 72K yet again, we're going to go and look back at that 67.7 and even 60K clean. Right now, we're looking at a green dot being printed. We had a little Christmas tree action, as I like to call it, on market side for momentum, which is when we have a series of red and green dots, and there's just mass confusion. So that's what we got going on. We have a most recent green dot printed, confirmed, playing out, sending that momentum to the highest level that we've seen since about, I don't know, a few weeks ago, the end of March, as we came down from that red dot. That was like a freaking hurricane right there. Also, money flow is ticking up. We love a green money flow. VWAP is a little bit flat today. However, it is still bullish. We are look at our beautiful education that we did yesterday. I wanted to keep it here, at least for a few days, so people that learned yesterday could follow along again. But we did have a really nice push to the upside with the RSI, although when we have a nice big push like that, usually we do retrace a little bit, although I would like to stay in this bullish area. Obviously, we want to stay in a beautiful bullish range with the RSI. Oh, we love the RSI. The straight was just shut down again, and that means oil is going back up. What is this right now? Is this right now? Let's do a little googly, because we're gonna go in. We're gonna go to our headlines right now. I don't see anything new. Yeah, I see that it's gonna reopen. I don't see that it closed again. Where, if you guys got a source, let me know and we'll pull it up. All right, let's get into the breaking news headlines. We're going to talk about oil. We're going to do our oil check. Did you sip your coffee? Did you sip it? Did you sip your coffee during that transition? I hope you did. I hope you're locked in right now. Guys, I need you to comment what gas prices are near you as we tackle oil. Guys, oil. The Strait was never open. They better not close it down. I don't know what the truth is, y'all. Everyone's arguing. Oh my gosh, is this fake news? Is it the fake news media? Sorry. Let's get into the tea, which is the fact. And I did a little bit of a video earlier going like deeper in this because everyone's been wanting me to do like WAR updates on Instagram and TikTok, so I'm just doing them at this point. But Saudi Arabia, they have a lot of oil, obviously. And so apparently Iran is attacking Saudi Arabia and their gas and their oil. And so Saudi Arabia's east-west oil pipeline, carrying 7 million barrels per day of crude from the Gulf to the Red Sea, has been attacked. This was per like an hour ago. Details are saying that the pipeline was reportedly struck by a drone and damage is being assessed. The attack on a vital infrastructure comes hours after Iran and the U.S. agreed to a ceasefire. Prior to the ceasefire deal, Iran threatened to target the east-west pipeline if the U.S. struck Iranian power plants. And so this seems to be like an ongoing issue, obviously. And we'll go to see like what happens next. But there was a 10-point deal, and I'm going to actually pull up the 10-point deal that was apparently agreed to by the United States. And so what was the 10-point deal? Let's go and zoom in on this so you guys can see clearly. Okay. The list of the 10 points requires, and this is some of it, that lifting all primary and secondary sanctions on Iran, continued Iranian control over the Strait, U.S. military withdrawal from the Middle East, which is not going to happen. I don't know how this was agreed to, or if it was actually agreed to, an end to attacks on Iran and its allies, the release of frozen Iranian assets, and the UN Security Council resolution to making any deal binding. Now, this is interesting, being that Israel was not happy. Immediately, people going to CNN and saying, we don't like what's going on. Like, Israelis were like PO'd. They're like, oh my gosh, like, why are we calling this a ceasefire with Iran? This is horrible. And so right after that, we're seeing a slew of videos. All you got to look up is Lebanon on X, and I want to just show you because you look up Lebanon, and you're just seeing Israel just kaplow the whole place. And they're saying, and people are saying this is like an apocalyptic type war zone look that people are seeing in Lebanon. It is absolutely insane. Israel claims they're doing it for a good reason. And now Iran's maybe going to throw out this ceasefire just because they want Lebanon to be covered under this ceasefire. And so this is Donnie T. He says, actually, we got the ceasefire. Israel's not happy. However, apparently the U.S. is going to work with Iran concerning the Strait. And so I'm just telling you news. This is the news, which impacts oil. So Donnie T says this morning, about 2.5 hours ago, the U.S. will work closely with Iran, which we have determined has gone through what we would see as a productive regime change. There would be no enrichment of uranium, and the U.S. will, working with Iran, dig up and remove all the deeply buried B-2 bombers' nuclear dust. It is now and has been under very exacting satellite service, which is due to the Space Force. Nothing has been touched from the date of attack. We are and will be taking tariff and sanctions relief with Iran. Many of the 15 points have already been agreed to. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Also, if you're looking to help Iran and you're from another country, think again. Donnie T says a country supplying military weapons to Iran would be immediately tariffed on any and all goods sold to the U.S. as 50% tariff here, effective immediately. There will be no exclusions or exemptions. Sounds like when you go to the store and you're like, can I get a discount on this? And they're like, no. When you order something on the menu and you're like, can I actually substitute the fries for salad? And they're like, no. No, you're not allowed. So that's basically what's happening right now. We have somewhat of a ceasefire agreed to. And with that, oil is crashing, which is good for us, guys. Fill up. Maybe we'll see some price decreases today. Let me know if you guys are out and about this morning and seeing some price decreases with gas. I would love to know. Your girl's at 3/4 of a tank. Might have to go fill up again soon and buy the gas dip. We're at $92.80 a barrel. We're looking at 15.8% in the red. Again, we rejected with a wick that 117, which is great. And come right back down. We're looking at that wick low that we saw here on March 10th to get revisited at $77 a barrel. Bring it back down, baby. Bring it back down. Oil crash. 320 a liter in Australia. Ooh. Interesting. I guess is that bad? Is that Australian currency or US dollars 320 you said? Let me know if that's US, if that's the Americano dollars. Paco spent $60 on gas. You know, it's getting ridiculous. Last week I filled up from a quarter tank to full. It was like 40 something bucks. My friend was so upset the other day over the weekend. We went to the gas station. She's like, Randy, we got to go to the gas station. I was like, sure. So we go. And she was so upset because she paid $50 to fill up her car. She was so upset. And she was on E, basically, though. She's one of the friends that, like, literally is on E and has her car notify her that she needs to go to the gas station or else she's going to get stuck somewhere. That I cannot handle. My brain will never get me there. I think I would throw up. Before I got to that point. Like, the anxiety would be through the roof. Anyway, Tony, short-term pump before major low. Listen, man, are we talking about oil or we're talking about Bitcoin? Guys, it's so crazy. We're doing so good on this podcast. Like, we're literally covering so many things. We're covering so many things. I think we're doing important stuff here on this podcast. I'm proud. I'm proud of us. But getting the sushi was worth it. Listen, man, the sushi I got last night, it was decent. It was a brand new restaurant. It was a soft opening. My friend hits me up on Monday night. She's like, Randy, I booked us a reservation. I'm like, where are we going? And she's like, this new restaurant that's opening. They're doing a soft launch. So you gotta come. And I was like, okay. So we pulled up. It was pretty good. I mean, it was like their first night. So, like, I can't, like, really, like, be too critical. It was okay. It was okay. I got, like, this eel roll. I didn't like the eel. I wasn't a big fan of it. But the rest of the roll was fine. Like, the quality was good. Like, the wasabi was real, too, which I could appreciate. Anyway, I'm completely off topic. We're supposed to be doing breaking news, not sushi. You love my accent. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I've never realized how big the Brooklyn accent was until I came down here and moved out of New York, and it's just crazy. It was great to see me last night on X. Oh, yes, I was on the spaces last night. I popped in. I came back from dinner, and I was like, let me go say hello to Billy Goat Tails. Anyway, have you lost crypto to scams? Sorry. What a blunt transition. Apparently, Americans lost $11 billion in crypto last year. I would say that's not even a lot, and I would also call cap on it. I would slightly call cap. But the FBI, I don't trust anything that comes out of the FBI nowadays, reported that Americans' losses from the crypto-related scams increased to more than $11 billion in 2025. In its annual Internet Crime Complaint Report released on Monday, the FBI said crypto and AI-related scams were among the costliest. What a word. For Americans in 2025, with 181,565 complaints, totaling more than $11 billion. According to the Bureau, it received more than 1 million complaints in 2025, reporting losses of about $21 billion due to cyber-enabled crimes. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center reported that the investment scams resulting in the highest percentage of victims, losses in crypto as opposed to cash, debit cards, gift cards, and other media of exchange. In addition, about 10% of the 13,168 complaints involving cybercrimes targeted minors aged 17 and younger and related to crypto and ATM scams. This is how I know they're freaking fronting with you. Like, they are lying. I'm sorry, they're lying to you. Because if you're 17, like, you can't go on a crypto exchange. If it's an ATM that requires KYC, you can't go to it. We're calling cap. No one my age is falling for all these scams. Now, if we really want to hop into it, you know what? I'm actually going to pull up Wendy's post. I love Wendy. And you know what? She speaks her mind, and I love her for that. She made such a good point, and that wasn't even about, like, you know, the dollar scams and everything. And you know what's really funny, too, is that I really wonder, hold on, Crypto Wendy-O. Where's this woman's page? Crypto Wendy-O. Freaking love her. What I think is so funny is that, like, they'll never talk about how much money gets laundered every year. Like, most of the world's GDP gets laundered every year. Where's her post? She made such a good post yesterday. Yeah, there it is. She's like, Americans lost $11 billion in crypto, but Americans lost $14 billion in national healthcare fraud in 2025. Yeah. Pop off. Like, Wendy's got it down, bro. And listen, there's so many people that are getting scammed every single day. How about the amount of money that people are getting scammed every year paying the IRS? What about all our taxpayer dollars that we're getting scammed out of every year? Because actually the Pentagon has failed audits for like 7 years and our government doesn't tell us where our money goes. Oh, how there's so much taxpayer dollars going to fraud. How much was, hold on. So, if y'all remember in Minnesota, there was just $9 billion there through social services and Medicaid programs. Scam. Half of the $18 billion spent on 14 state programs stems from massive systemic abuse. Estimated $9 billion in fraud. Huh? So they're like, oh, crypto's so bad because $11 billion in fraud. What about the $9 billion alone in Minnesota? Imagine New York, California, all these places combined. Let's not even talk about crypto. The FBI can literally shut that. See, I'll stick to that because we don't cuss on this podcast. I don't cuss anymore. We don't do that. But you know how feisty I am. Mr. Kash Patel, he probably needs to go to another party. Needs to go party with the U.S. hockey team. So looking at crypto like a crazy person. I can't, little Kash Patel. Kash likes his cash. Let's say that. We also have Javier Milei. I saw this video, guys, of Javier Milei yesterday. I don't even know if it was like recent. or if it was actually last night. This guy is loved by his people. Like, he ran into this crowd yesterday. I can't find the video. It was so good. This dude, Javier Milei, has no chill. Like, his security, like, he ran into the crowd to say hi to everyone. He's like walking past everyone, slapping hands, yay! And his security's chasing him. Like, Javier, stop. So funny. This guy has no chill. However, people were salty with him. Why were they salty with Javier? It's because when he first got into office, they had Litecoin, and Javier posted about Litecoin and deleted it later, saying he was actually not really involved in it. Well, this one guy, Hayden, got kind of clipped for the whole thing. He got blamed. Like, everyone was like, Hayden, it's his fault. When I don't think he was the only one that was fully complicit. Plus, Hayden, that guy that issued this Litecoin for Argentina, he went and said that he had blackmail on Javier's sister. So there's a lot of tea involved here, a lot of piping hot tea. Now, apparently his call logs, President Milei, link him to the multi-million-dollar Libra rug pull. See, now this is new. This is new. As it says here, newly surfaced phone records and messages are adding to the evidence that could deepen legal scrutiny of Argentine President Javier Milei's role in the failed Libra cryptocurrency project, according to the New York Times, which I'll take the New York Times with a huge bowl of salt. Court documents from an ongoing federal investigation show Milei exchanged multiple phone calls with entrepreneur Mauricio Novelli, considered a key figure behind the multi-million-dollar Libra rug pull. And this occurred both before and after Milei promoted the token on socials. According to Argentine news outlet Pagina 12, call records show contact beginning minutes before his post and continuing for hours afterward as the token surged and then collapsed, with some of the longest exchanges taking place later in the evening as prices were already falling. So again, in March, it was reported that as many as 8 communications took place between Milei and Novelli during the key launch window. And so additional materials recovered from Novelli's phone further implicates the picture, or complicates the picture, because prosecutors found messages suggesting recurring payments to Milei while he was still a lawmaker, describing a monthly salary. Draft documents also point to potential financial arrangements tied to Milei, publicly endorsing figures linked to the project, though there is no confirmed evidence that any agreements were executed. So Milei did admit, though, he had supported the token in a separate post, saying he was unaware of its details and therefore deleted the previous post. Though the price shot up 2,000% within 40 minutes, and then it came and crashed right back down almost immediately. So eat your popcorn, sip your tea, because this was definitely important. And so overall, the article didn't tell you much. But it does say that there are potential communications. I think this is FUD against Javier, but at the same time, like, this token was a mess. And even if Javier came out and said, you know what, y'all, I'm gonna be straight up with you, I messed up. I didn't know what I was doing, and as a president, I should have known better. If he came out and said that, so I still think he's a darn savage, and the people of Argentina love him as far as I see on social media. So I mean, he could take responsibility and it wouldn't hurt him whatsoever. So it would just be like this crypto salt that people have with him, to be honest. But most of the celebrities don't know what they're doing when they're releasing these tokens. Let's just say that. And someone that does know what they're doing is CZ. CZ, my guy, he is a warrior. He's gone through so much. Poor CZ has taken the brunt of most of the fight for crypto, and he was the only one that was sent to jail for the charges that were brought against him. Meanwhile, we got bankers that have been getting these charges thrown against the banks for years, but no one has gone to jail, and they just paid it off. Well, even the fine that Binance had to pay over $4 billion was one of the highest fees ever paid, or fines ever paid. So CZ is actually revealing some tea in his new memoir, saying SBF asked for billions like a bologna sandwich, because he was full of bolognas. You get it? Bologna sandwich. He's full of bologna. I won't make jokes anymore. I just won't. I just freaking won't. Hello, my TikTokers. Blessed day. Blessed day. Binance founder CZ says Sam Bankman-Fried asked him for a couple of $1 billion nonchalantly, as if he were asking for a bologna sandwich, during a phone call that preceded Binance's attempt to acquire FTX back in November 2022, and that he never had any intention of going through with it. Ooh, so that means CZ was testing. He was testing SBF to see what the tea was. He was like, SBF, how much would you let me buy you out for? How bad is it? Very interesting. I remember this happening too. Well, CZ says, I didn't have any interest in owning FTX. I also wasn't that interested in helping SBF. He said, but we may have to step in and protect the users and the industry. He signed the non-binding letter of intent, he says, purely as a formality. Quote, I was explicit that we were not making any commitment. Our team would simply assess the numbers and then decide, which was the whole thing. I remember this going down and everyone was like, oh, Binance is going to buy FTX. But no, CZ just wanted to see how bad it was. And so when you go back a few years ago in 2022, so CZ goes and inquires, says, how bad is FTX? And then he writes this letter of intent. He pulls out, goes and starts dispersing his FTT token and transparently says he's going to start dumping it because he does not think FTX was a stable company. And people blamed. They went, see, this is how much of a warrior CZ. This is just one of his battles that no one remembers. He got slammed because they were trying to blame FTX's collapse on CZ, trying to scapegoat him at the time, now that I'm thinking about it, to cover for SBF so he didn't go to jail. They were going to try to throw CZ in there earlier. But then that didn't work. The attacks on CZ didn't work. So they had to go and create fake things about Binance, frame him for something obviously he didn't do. And it's proven now because he was, I believe, was he pardoned yet? He might have been. But nonetheless, CZ went to jail for no reason. There was no receipts. No receipts. So this was just another thing that CZ went through, and he got blamed for the FTX collapse when it literally had nothing to do with him. So shout out to CZ for going through that for us, because he literally looked at FTX, looked at his numbers, and was like, ooh.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
He was like, bruh. Bruh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. SMH SBF. Dude didn't wash his hair. But CZ takes showers. I think CZ takes showers. I'm not sure about SBF. Sorry, guys. Delulu level 5,000 today. Hello, Auto Rock said, hope all is well. Waking up here. Need more coffee. Sip it up, amigo. Sip it up. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you are on TikTok, hello, bless all of your hearts. Can you please warm my heart and go to YouTube? That would make me really happy. Go to youtube.com/missteencrypto. Join the greater chat. Hello, Logan. Hello, Howie over there on TikTok. Bless you all. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, true, David L. CZ warned us, for real. He did. Who is this Poker013? Hello, everybody. Oh my God, there's so many beauties over there on TikTok. Hi, guys. Hi. Go to YouTube, please. Okay, guys. We're going to go and talk about Morgan Stanley. They got $1.9 trillion in assets, but apparently that's not enough for them because they need a Bitcoin ETF, and they might actually debut it today. Something to watch. More than 2 years after the first 11 spot ETF started trading in the US, a 12th issued by a top 10 Wall Street bank with $1.9 trillion in assets under management could debut on Wednesday. The Morgan Stanley Bitcoin Trust could start trading on the New York Stock Exchange ARCA under the ticker MSBT. Bloomberg's ETF analyst Eric Balchunas said on X an NYSE listing notice that points to an April 8th launch. As you can see right there, the little receipt. The ETF could holds actual Bitcoin and tracks the CoinDesk Bitcoin benchmark 4 p.m. NY settlement rates. It doesn't use leverage, derivatives, or active trading to beat Bitcoin's price swings. BNY and Coinbase Custody are going to handle Bitcoin storage, and the fund is launching with about $1 million in initial capital and 50,000 shares ready for trading. So, if you guys are excited about Morgan Stanley and TradFi ETFs, then go ahead and check it out. What I also think is interesting is like the insiders for this bank know when this is going to launch. So would they be able to take positions and trade based on that? Just a thought. Just a thought. I'm just here. Dennis says, I'm here from TikTok. Auto Rocks is here too from TikTok. Yeah! Woo! You guys make me so happy. I have to say, the fact that you guys, like, I ask you go to YouTube, and you literally go to YouTube. Guys, I can't tell you, like, the relief today, I'm feeling, I don't know. I can't explain how amazing today is. It is feeling so good. I can't tell you why, but it is. And I'm just so excited about life. I am. Guys, we are a part of Bitcoin. Guys, over 90% of the world has not touched Bitcoin, but we've been here on this podcast talking about it for over 3.5 years. Can you believe? And then at the end of the month, on April 24th, we're going to be celebrating on this podcast the 6-year anniversary. Oh. Like, I just got to say, like, I'm so happy. We're so blessed to be here today. And I just, like, I think the ceasefire is honestly helping my mental health a little bit, because, like, and I just know that some of my friends are safe right now. I think that's what makes me really happy. But, like, you guys are just so supportive, and this podcast is just such a blessing to my life, and it just makes me the happiest camper. So thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you, like, I'm just so happy. I'm like feeling like this overwhelming joy today. So thank you. Also, guys, we are looking for our subscribers. If you guys are new and you're from TikTok and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, warm your girl's heart and do it, please. It'll literally make me the happiest girl in the world. So thank you. Also, we're going to go into coins to watch, guys. We got coins, we're watching them. And I want you guys to tell me what coins you would like me to go chart, because we are a little bit early. And then after we do our chartery, we're going to go into the Discord after show. And that's for members. If you have not yet, please become a member of the YouTube channel. It's only $2.99 a month minimum. You could pick another tier based on your happiness and fluffiness of your heart. But go ahead and click the $sign emoji, get your membership, which gives you stickers and also beautiful access to our members only after show, which is on Wednesdays and Fridays in Discord. Okay, coins to watch. Zcash pamping. Oh, what is this? Get that out of here. Zcash just flying up about 28%. I know some of you guys were holding Zcash. If you're holding Zcash, put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Can you let me know? Are you holding Zcash? Pampies. We got Monad up about 23%. Layer 0 up 14%. ICP up 12%. Athena is up 11.3%. Losers today. Edge is losing its edge, down 7.2%. Dexy is down about 5%. Siren is raining. Woo! 1.5% in the red. And then basically we got stables, and that doesn't count as losers. They're just stable coins. And then let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is $2,227. We're down about 0.5%. Again, we need to hold above this 2170. Bullishly, we're looking at 2330. Let's push it, ETH. I need to see ETH emojis. I need to see them. The lows we're basically just looking to stay above 2,000. If we're above $2,000 ETH, you know your girl's going to be a happy little camper. So let's just stick with that. Payload, hello, Poker013. Everyone is hype on TikTok. Let's see those rocket emojis. I want to see rocket emojis everywhere. We do have green money flow. Yes. Also, green dot printed, soaring with that momentum. We love it. We're locked in. And then we also got the VWAP, which is a little bit flat today, which I'm honestly not the happiest about, but it's okay. At least she's there. We're existing. Also, we are pumping with this RSI. We are bullish, though, again, what goes up must come down. I do hope that we maintain this RSI. We have a good amount of room to move up here with Ethereum. I'm ultimately bullish. I'm just a bullish little gal. Let's also look at Litecoin. Litecoin is $54.80. We're down 1%. Again, we're looking at the same price as always, but we want to see that momentum keep flipping. We're just tapping over that 0 line and going bullish with that momentum on Litecoin. So we do love to see that. I do see some requests in the chat. Let's go and do these requests. Let me go and grab this one first. Do I have a chartery for this one? I do. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're going to look at Tao Tao. Hold on one second. I saw that one first out of the corner of my eye, so we could go check in on that in a little bit. Hold on. Give me a second. Say hello. All right. Tau is $339. We're up 1.2%. Again, battling this 200-day SMA. Man, we're just lingering. It's like the 200-day SMA is like a magnet. That's sitting at 282. The price right now, again, is 339. So you're going to want to bullishly push for 419. Bearish, we're looking at 210. 210. Volume looks pretty decent, actually, here on Tau. Momentum looking good. We're rising. VWAP is good. We got like pretty bullish indicators here. I think it just massively depends on Bitcoin and where she goes, because we could easily go back and test the 200-day SMA. We are bordering that overbought. Again, what does the overbought mean? The chance of a downtrend or a price decrease increases, right? So if we go back to Tau, let's go back to Tau. Then if we're breaching this overbought, be careful. I would like to see a retrace, ideally, on that RSI. But that's what I got for Tau. Those are your levels to watch. I only give you levels to watch. I don't tell you what to buy. Okay. What's next? SHIB? We could do some SHIBs. It's been a while since I looked at the SHIB chart, to be honest. Do I have it on my favorite list? Yes, I do. Hold on. Woo! Oh boy. Oh. See, this is why sometimes I don't like to look at charts. Oof. Give me a second, cuties. Give me a second. Hold on. On the land, the sea, the sky. Okay. Guys, we're at like a million zeros, 603. We're just going to call it 603 for now. We're down 1.79%. You notice how there's nothing below this level, man, except like this wick low, which is basically where we're at the 603. Hold on. I could give this to you because this is just scary. This is scary. I don't like this. We had a wick low down here in June of 2023, also in 2021. Yep, September 2021. Oh, freaking boy. Yeah. So you need to stay at this level right here, right now. Otherwise, you're basically at like beyond zero. I don't know what to tell you with that one. You're going to want to bullishly target the 665. That's all I got for you, dude. We're approaching that 200-day SMA, so hopefully it meets it and passes it and turns around. Someone got a billion SHIB. A billion SHIB. Frick, man. Listen, man, if it goes back up to where it was, like, okay, we could pull out a ruler here. We could pull out a ruler. Because, like, back in the day, like, we were looking at levels that were way higher than this. Like, oh, this is killing me. Look at where we're at. Like, I mean, if we go back to these highs from, let's say, right here in December of 2024, that's a 480% gain. So if you think it's even going back to that level that we were in December of 2024, then darn, you're gonna, it's good. It's only $6,000 for a billion SHIB. Only $6,000. Just a casual flex. Dropping $6,000 on SHIB for the funds. That's wild. That's wild work. Well, I saw another one. HBAR, I think I saw. We could go look at that one too. HBAR, interesting little chart here. I think HBAR is doing pretty decent, to be honest. Of course, it's not anywhere near its highs, but you know, that's most of the market. That's most of life right now. All right, let's take a look at this. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Okay, so we're at 9-cent HBAR. We're down about 2%. Again, not being able to hold this like 0.099, basically right below 10 cents. We came back down to about 8.5. We were going to want to hold above 8.5 cents. And again, push for that 10 cents is a psychological level. Those are your two major levels to watch there. And then we have a green dot printed, pulling up that momentum that's just below that zero line. Let's see if it pushes. Ooh, money flow is exactly at that zero line. Are we going to cross over? VWAP is pumping, which is good. Though I do see the RSI had a really sharp pull-up. That worries me a little bit. That worries me when we have a sharp upturn, because we even had one right here. And then we came right back down. So, yeah, that's a little bit of an iffy one. Who is this? Rain Obi got 180,000 XRP just holding your bags. Add when I can and hold. Pop off. We could actually look at XRP as well. XRP is $1.36. We're down about 0.95%, almost a percent. Looking over here, we're pushing for that $1.44. Bearish level to watch is $1.18. Yeah, way off from what people were looking at. But the 200-day SMA is at $1.96. $1.84 is a really critical level to watch as well, we saw. But yeah, that's some chartery for you guys. We got some charteries. People are so freaking gross on this platform. Okay. Do we have likes? Are we liking this podcast? I forgot to ask for likes. This is my fault. I have to start asking for likes because I don't remember. Silver Days, good morning. Nice to see you. Welcome. I need glasses. Do I need glasses? Am I reading things wrong? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? I'll do, hold on, what time is it? Okay, I'll do one more chart. Spam the chat right now. I want to see what you want me to check out. I'm going to do one more chart. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm closing my eyes, and I'm going to pick one random ticker that I see in the chat. You guys got about 10 seconds.
Randi Hipper. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Okay. All right, I'll do, you know what? I saw a lot of Digibyte. I kind of love Digibyte, so we could go check that one out. Where is my Digis? Digibyte. Oh. I don't think I want to look at this chart. Actually, never mind. I'm just kidding. We do love Digibyte. Technologically, it's a long-term play. It's not a right now play. We're up like half a penny-ish, 0.00466 cents. We're up about 1.3%. Seems like we were trying to hold support at that 0.003. We really want to push to about literally half a penny. That's what we're looking for Digibyte. I love Digibyte so much. I really do. Like, technologically, it is very, very sound money. It is very sound money. I don't like looking at the chart. I don't. I think Digibyte is severely undervalued. Like, the entire space, I would just say right off the bat, the entire space, not even just one thing. Everything's severely undervalued. And right now we're figuring out like what's going to be money, how are we going to spend, and people are going to want decentralized money, and that's where Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digi comes in, even Doge. We need proof of work. I think proof of work is the only truly decentralized technology. And people are like, oh, Randy's a Bitcoin maxi. Like, no, I'm a proof of work maxi, I would say. I'm a proof of work maximalist. And everyone's like, oh, I've never heard that before. That's because we're in the new age of crypto, babes. We're in the new age of crypto. And I would say I'm a proof of work maxi. Oil is bouncing. No. Wait, where's oil? Where's oil? Yeah, man, you're right. We're at $95 a barrel. We were at like 92 at the beginning of the show, 91. Was that where were we at 92 or 91 at the beginning of the show? Does someone remember? No Hype says I'm a Caspa maxi. Listen, man, people love Caspa. People really do. I mean, I think Caspa, like, for what they say it's going to do, I think we're just too early to know. I don't think Caspa has been stress tested, in my personal opinion. Shout out to No. We love No.
A potato flew around my room before you came, excuse.
Okay. Randy's proof of oil. Am I really? I mean, if I was like Middle Eastern, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. I don't know. Am I technically? I gotta think about this. I don't really know like half of my lineage, really. I don't really know much of any of my lineage. Like, I have somewhat of an idea, but not really. I'm just an American. I'm proud to be an American. where at least I know I'm free. I love America. I gotta say, like, regardless of what everyone's chatting about, and we may get upsetty spaghetti sometimes because our government is very slow and full of old people, we are in the best country in the world. I love America. I love the United States. Like, I love where I live. I'm so blessed to live in Florida specifically, like Ron DeSantis for the win. And I'm just, I'm so darn grateful to live in the US. I'm so darn grateful to live in Florida. If I was living in New York, I'd be like, I can't. But I love Florida. And so I'm so blessed. Love the USA, America. I will always fight for the US. And like, I don't want to get, like, everyone knows I love America. We just have a few problems here. But our problems are arguably a lot lighter than most of the people in the world. And so, especially as a woman, I'm so grateful. And some of my friends and I were talking about this on Monday night. We were together and we were like, wow, how great is it that we're in America, that we're able to speak about whether it's religion or whether we don't like what the government is doing. Like, we just have the ability to actually go outside and speak, wear what we want to wear. Like, I am so grateful to be an American. Like, I don't know where this came from. I'm just majorly patriotic today. I love America. God bless the USA 100% indeed. Like, I love America. Even New York, as crazy as it is, I would consider New York its own country. Like, it's not America. There's no America left there. But I do have hope in the future that that New York can be made great again. But I just love the United States. I love the state of Florida. Texas is fantastic too. Yeehaw, Texas. But I just absolutely adore this country. And so I always will fight for America. I will always put America first in any of my endeavors. And that's why I care so much about setting the example in the US when it comes to crypto, because if the US shows that we prioritize self-custody, owning your money, and being able to be your own bank and promoting DeFi, then that helps the entire world and ultimately helps the dollar and the US. But who am I? I'm just a woman. So that's my personal opinion. That's why I care about Bitcoin so much, because if we do it here, everyone is going to capitulate. And so freedom reigns everywhere. So if we really, like, this is the thing too, like, if we really want to help other countries and spread world peace, Bitcoin is the way to do it. So thank you guys so much for being here. I absolutely love Bitcoin. I love this space. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your support. We are going right into Discord right now. So I do ask that you smash the like on your way out. If you're on TikTok, please go to youtube.com/missteencrypto and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. We're going after it. We are going to go for the prize in life, which is heavenly currency, of course. So thank you guys so much. Smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends. Go into Discord for the after show. We got a members only after show. Become a member, get your emojis, go to Discord. I'll see you in there in just about a minute as I shut down TikTok and the stream. Have a beautiful day, and as always, stay zesty. Mwah. Bye.